I'm in the mood for love.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah, and today I'm going to flip through my 2017 bullet journal. This is the most highly requested video on my channel thus far, so I do hope you enjoy it too. This is going to be just a straight up flip through, so feel free to pause on any of the pages you may favor, but I'm just going to flip through and talk over them. My bullet journal took quite the beating this year. I took it with me everywhere. I lost it, I spilled coffee on it, pages were ripped, my cat even chewed off the tassels, so it did experience a lot. Now I'm not going to lie and say I'll miss this journal, as finishing it felt like closing the chapter on what was a very difficult year of my life, possibly one of the most challenging years to date. Finishing this journal gives me what feels like a sense of closure, so after growing a lot over the past 12 months, I'm really able to see that looking back through these pages, and this video is kind of cleansing for me. This bullet journal was actually the source of a lot of goodness for me. Starting this YouTube channel was something I had always challenged myself to do, and my bullet journal was an easy way of getting out of my comfort zone and starting a channel. After seeing the response from everyone, I have a renewed sense of energy. I never expected that a bullet journal would do that. I made it for myself, and sharing it with you, I've heard that I've inspired people to be more creative, or watch new anime, or even just get up and drink more water. I think that is so cool. Now, this bullet journal has pushed me to my limits at times too. It's taught me a lot about letting go of my painfully high expectations, and helped me rediscover the joy of the creative process, mistakes and all. And I made a lot of mistakes, as you can see throughout my 2017 Plan With Me videos. Like, my May video in particular stands out, where my cat Kiwi literally smears gold paint across an entire page. At one point I even lost my bullet journal on the bus, and after an hour of freaking out, the sweetest lady found it and brought it all the way back to me. This year, one of my affirmations was, I will embrace chaos as it comes. And that one stuck with me because I feel like I experience an unhealthy amount of personal chaos, and dealing with it has been a game changer. Through making this bullet journal, I learned a lot more about my routines and habits too. I tracked a lot of various things. Sometimes it would really help me improve, other times I'd give up on a tracker completely and scribble it out. While at the same time, I learned that tracking my spending habits really helped me get control of a lot of loose ends. So try out different trackers. Don't feel committed to finishing one just because you made it, and don't finish one if you don't need it, or if you haven't committed to making that change in your life. I also tried all kinds of spread styles to try and get an idea of what would work for me and what wouldn't. Through the entire beginning of the year, I was completely committed to my 2 lines per day system that I had in place. But after I started being more productive, my calendar began to expand, and my monthly spreads began to change along with them. Now in 2018, I'm planning even more into the future, so my spreads are changing based on my workload, and that's what's so great about the bullet journal, is that it's really flexible to your lifestyle because it's such a simple system. 2017, I also took advantage of trying different mediums. Drawing, acrylic paints, watercolor, scrapbooking papers, collages, and I think I even used nail polish at one point. It really helped me figure out what kind of tools I liked using and what tools I absolutely did not want anywhere near my bullet journal. I also pushed myself to start drawing again, and while most of it was based off of reference, I can say that me and my artistic self are back in touch and in harmony. I'm going to try and do a lot more of that in the new year, and that's something I'm really looking forward to. Some of my favorite parts in my bullet journal were my collections. I loved having a list of wines with my own personal rating. and I loved using sticky notes to help me grocery shop, and turning the page to find a whole list of meal ideas for my meal prepping pages. A lot of my collections were actually what made me stick with my bullet journal. It was so curated to me personally. I have a homes and wardrobe list. I have a bunch of pages filled with inspiration just for me. I also loved having a huge section of added washi tape at the back of the book, purely used for flowing thoughts, scribbling, and brain dumps. Overall, my first year of bullet journaling was a tremendous success. I'm happy with what I accomplished for myself, and it's a tool I'll definitely be continuing to use in the future. I think I learned a lot more about myself this year just by writing down so much and getting in touch with myself through this silly little book. And I know some people might be like, oh, you're looking too deep into your bullet journal. But truly, it has helped me a lot. Like a lot. This bullet journal has helped me so much. So I'm so happy I started doing it. If you guys do have a favorite spread or page in my bullet journal, I would love to know which one it is. Or if your bullet journal taught you something valuable this year, I'd love to hear about that too. It's been an absolute pleasure sharing this journey with all of you, and I can't wait to share it again in 2018. So please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe to see more content in the future, and as always, stay hydrated.
Heaven is in your eyes.